Hey lovelies, my name is Corey and today I am going to take you through a tutorial on how to achieve this Christmas mani. I will be using the GLAMRDiP dip powder system and some other tools which help me achieve the perfect mani. Along the way I will also show you how I work with glitters, how to do a French tip and also how to get clean cuticle lines, even application and a glossy finish. Here is my setup and what I'll be using to achieve this look. What I'll do is I will write in the description box below what all these products are and links on where to find them. I will be using the GLAMRDiP shades Lustre, Angel Energy and then Clear for encapsulation and protecting the nail art. I will also then use the acrylic nail art pen in white and the accompanying liquids. Here I'm using a thin, even layer of base and I'm going to be starting off with my lighter colour first. For the shimmer powder, I'm laying my nail face down so that I can get nice even coverage of the powder, and then I'm running my precision tool around the cuticle to clean up that line. For the French tip, I'm dipping my finger in at an angle. The angle determines how curved your smile line will be. After dipping the tip, I tapped off that glitter gently and then poured over Angel Energy. Then I make sure the nail is dry before brushing off with a soft bristle brush, followed by one that's a little bit more firmer to make sure that all the excess powder is gone. So we are ready for our second round of base and dip. Now we're moving on to the first layer of our blue glitter, Lustre. I'm laying my nail face down into the glitter so that I get really nice, compact, even coverage of the glitter. Running the precision tool around the cuticle to clean up that line. Then I'm patting down the glitter with my finger to flatten it out and compact it down so it's nice and smooth. I find that glitters take a little bit longer to dry, so I like to leave them for a few minutes before brushing them off with my soft bristle brush. Otherwise you'll disturb that layer and it will come off onto your brush. We're on to our second layer of base and dip now. Now we're encapsulating with clear before doing our seal and buff. I like to use the pour over method when I'm encapsulating with clear. It's a personal preference, but I feel like it creates a more thinner layer and it's less bulky. Some of the nails still feel a little bit tacky here, so I'm just re-dipping a couple and smoothing that powder down. Now I'm giving my nails a really decent brush off. I missed recording the hard bristle brush here, but I also did that as well. And now we're on to the seal. Just a few quick brushes with the seal so that the brush isn't on the nail when it starts to activate. Make sure your seal brush is fully loaded. Don't brush it on the side of the bottle to remove any product. This will ensure that there's enough product that will soak down into all the layers of dip. I do this twice over just to be thorough. I like to angle my nails downwards when applying seal so it doesn't flood the cuticles and cause that product to disperse to places that you don't want it. I left my nails to activate and set for about 10 to 15 minutes. I knew when they were ready by tapping one nail on top of the other, and you could hear a really crisp tapping sound. I'm using a fine ceramic tapered bit here to smooth away bulk around the cuticles and over the nail. And I'm using the drill on 3000 RPM or level 3. Alternatively, you can use the diamond drill barrel bit. This was just my personal preference for the day. Now we're starting on the nail art. I primed my pen on some paper before I started to make sure it was the right consistency. I'm creating some dots first to give me a guideline for my snowflake, but this will also end up being part of the design. Now I'm creating the bauble. I'm just drawing a little outline in the blue color so it matches the color of the glitter. And then I'm just going to follow that guideline with the base. Again, I'm just laying my nail face down into the glitter so I get a nice compact, even coverage, and also so it doesn't disturb the base that's sitting on that one area. Now I'm doing a second layer. And then while that dip is slightly dried but still malleable, I'm just pushing it back into the guide with my cuticle pushing tool, pressing down lightly, going over it again, just to get that perfect shape. Now I'm encapsulating that blue glitter so that I have a nice smooth surface to work on when I use my nail art pen. I sealed this nail off camera and am now moving on to my pinky finger while my ring finger is drying. I'm using a nail art eraser pen. This came empty and I filled it up with isopropyl alcohol. Now I'm encapsulating with base and clear to protect my nail art for longevity. I'm applying a final layer of seal here to activate the clear layer, and after it has set, I'm going over with a lint-free wipe and wiping off any excess product before applying my first layer of glow. Do 2 to 3 quick sweeps here, ensuring that the brush isn't on the nail for too long, as the seal can harden the brush. Let the first layer dry for about 1 to 2 minutes, then go over with your second layer. This time you can be a bit more precise with your glow. Make sure that you also cap the free edge. After completing the final layer, leave your nails for a few minutes. I like to go as far as 5, and once they're dry, I like to wipe my nails with a lint-free wipe and isopropyl alcohol, as sometimes that top layer can still feel a bit tacky. I don't know what the science is behind it, but I find that when I do this, my glow is super glossy and shiny. And that's the final look. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to drop any comments down below if you have any questions. Bye!